Hi everyone, welcome back if you're returning. So in today's reading I thought I'd try it a bit of a different way and you can let me know if you like this or not. So what I'm going to do is pull just a few cards to get a sense of what the storyline is that we're tapping into today, and that way you can know if it's your story, if it resonates or not, and then I'll do a past, present, future look at this situation. So let's get into this. Let's have a look and see what message we have today for the collective. This is a timeless collective reading, so take anything that resonates, leave anything that doesn't. Okay, so what's the message today, please? Okay, we have the Magician reverse, the Eight of Wands, Seven of Cups, the Five of Wands, King of Pentacles, the Emperor in reverse. Okay, well this is a situation in which it feels like there is stubbornness. It feels like maybe you felt a lack of control in a way in which you hadn't expected. So you anticipated perhaps that you should have more agency, more control, more sense of direction of the situation and how it plays out. I do feel there's another person here, somebody who maybe came into your life quickly. It feels like perhaps they departed just as quickly, or this is someone who's got quite a quick energy. They're here, they're there, and you can see some kind of long-term potential here, the ability to commit in some way. But you might feel confused about where you stand with this person right now. It's almost like they are stubborn. Yeah, justice here. I'm not sure it's just that they are being stubborn and unyielding and difficult. I wonder if this is someone who's typically more cerebral than emotional, or if it's somebody you know even in a professional capacity. So there's kind of a limit to how well you know each other, or how you've been engaging with each other, or some kind of circumstance or situation that means you have to keep it, like you can only go so far. There's like a barrier that hasn't been crossed for some reason. And yeah, it's just like you're wondering, where do I stand? Where is this going? It could go this way, it could go that way. For some of you, there's something about physical distance. For others of you, it's the circumstances that keep you almost unable to speak or say or communicate certain things. And I guess there would be a group of you where this person is just almost unwilling to reveal something about what they truly feel, or what's the word? Confirm something for you or deny something. It's just you're not getting anything and you feel like they're leaving you in this place of confusion. You almost feel maybe like you've got to be very strategic in dealing with them. So I feel, yeah, for some of you, I feel from like, okay, 75% of you, it's either there's a practical situation that keeps you both feeling a bit like, oh, I want to say more than I can, or there's some like geographical distance, or one of you travels a lot or something like that, and you have these fleeting moments and you or this person is feeling like, okay, we don't have much, whoa, I just got really lightheaded when I said that. We don't have much time together, so we've really got to be strategic about how we use the time we do have. And then there's a really small group of you where this is just someone who is leaving you in the dark, and you're maybe asking for more clarity, more from them than you're getting, and they seem to feel quite comfortable with what they're giving, which is not a lot, and you're probably quite frustrated and fed up with this person. Yeah, the Magician reversed is just telling me that you feel that maybe this should be manifesting more quickly than it is, or you should feel more empowered than you do. Okay, so signs, we have Gemini, Libra, Aries specifically so far. So if that sounds like a situation you're dealing with, let's have a look and see the past, present and future of this situation. Now remember, the future can change. You know, it could change an hour after you watch this. It's just completely open, you know, so don't take the future as set in stone. We're looking at the future based on the energy that we're tapping into right now. Okay. So let's see, let's start with the past. Five of Swords reversed. King of Swords reversed. Four of Swords reversed. See, look at all those swords. Yeah, I just feel both of you have emotions that haven't been fully expressed. There's something creating a bit of distance here between you. So present. The Emperor's reversed again. I just saw the Three of Swords reversed trying to pop out. So, well, I'll get there. Let me pull the cards first. The Star. Okay. Let's look at the future. Queen of Cups. Look at that transition from the swords into emotions here. Ace of Swords reversed. There's a softening here over time is what I'm seeing. Yeah, okay. What's on the back? Oh, the Devil in reverse. Wow, Capricorn energy. For some of you, yep, could be a work situation. Right, let's see what's underneath that. Knight of Cups reversed. This is definitely someone who's either had, in their opinion, terrible experiences in the realm of romance. So for many of you, this is going to be a romantic connection. Or they're having to release some kind of like a low vibrational energy, patterns of behavior, thoughts around romantic connections in order to move this forward. So I will say the overall energy I'm seeing here is that this is a connection that's having a big impact on this person and possibly actually helping them to heal, release something, change in some way. It's quite transformational, and you may feel it's been that way for you as well. Okay, so in the past, 5 of Swords reversed, King of Swords reversed, 4 of Swords reversed. Wow. There was a lot that was maybe felt and unspoken. For some of you, there could even have been arguments that it doesn't feel like they were resolved. It just feels they were left lingering in the air. And if it's not an outright argument, it's tension. And with the 4 of Swords reversed, there's a feeling of neither of you feeling a sense of closure from this, or that it was discussed, it was resolved, and kind of occasionally thinking back to this and wondering what happened, what did that look mean, what, you know, was there an undercurrent when you said this or that? I think you were holding back. I think there's more you could have said. It's like we haven't found peace, we haven't made peace with what happened there in the past. And also, you know, all of these swords, lots of overthinking, perhaps connecting in like an intellectual way. I feel like in the past, this was a person who wasn't looking to experience any particular, you know, emotions or feel strong emotions. They may even have it, like it might have taken them a minute to catch up with the fact that they were feeling things for you. You know, it's like their body knew before they did. This can also be a situation where I'm hearing you never know what you're going to get. So maybe sometimes you would talk with this person or see them and it would be polite or formal or, you know, whatever it was, but friendly. Other times maybe they seemed guarded, or you might have felt guarded with them, or there was a feeling of someone being a bit standoffish. And not necessarily because of the other, but almost like, well, maybe you've had a bad day and that's how you're coming across. But it feels like a shame because it just feels there's a distance here. And the times you get to talk or spend together are not that, they don't come up, you know, every day, all day. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, so there's a feeling of, in the past, getting along in maybe a practical sense. Sometimes it felt better than other times. This person really not catching on to the fact that there's more going on here than just a polite or friendly interaction. So maybe feeling, oh, we get on very well in this particular context, or we're getting along at this time, and that's it, sort of thing. Like then they leave, you hang up the phone, whatever it is, and that's kind of it for them. Okay, yeah, I just feel for you in some ways this might have read as this person, you know, do they like me? Do they not like me? Are they cold? Are they friendly? Are they even cross with me? King of Swords reversed, or is it something else that's happened in their day? Maybe getting frustrated as well. Why aren't they giving me more? Okay, so let's look at the present. The Emperor in reverse. So we've got Aries here again. We've got Aquarius with the Star, 2 of Wands. Yeah, this is someone who is reflecting on how they've been showing up and realizing, gosh, I was much more guarded than I thought. And I didn't realize that I was feeling this kind of desire to be close to you, to see you again, to speak with you, to take some kind of action here, until perhaps They might be thinking it's too late, or now there's distance between us, but this is someone who's actively thinking about you in the present moment, possibly missing you, feeling, again, Two of Wands, there is a distance, whether it's, I'm hearing something about time. So let's say you could even live a couple of streets over from each other, but maybe you go for long periods of time without seeing each other, or of course you could live in different countries. It could be that level of distance, but something about time creating distance. Maybe you can't speak or can't see each other because of some practical thing to do with times or deadlines. Like if someone is traveling for however long, or if someone maybe is doing a course of study or something that's keeping them away, or they could even be in prison or in a hospital or something, you know, something about time creating distance. But they're wishing for you, they're hoping to have another opportunity here, or to see you again as soon as possible. And with the Star, it's like they're thinking, see how this guy's turned away from the Star, it's like in the back of their mind they're saying there's something special about this. I keep feeling compelled to move this forward, to be near you. And we've got this balance now of the water and the earth. You know, she's got the foot on the water, she's kneeling down on the earth. So it's like, yes, you know, I understand that practically we sync well, our interactions have been good. Or if it's someone you have like an intense past with, maybe you've even had a relationship, you know, we work together well, but it's like, okay, actually now I'm connecting with all of these emotions that we're growing, we're building, and I wasn't even aware of them. I would be surprised if this is someone you've had a relationship with. At the most, I would say this will resonate if it's someone perhaps you've been dealing with, like maybe you dated or something, but it didn't ground, it didn't get serious. I would just be surprised if this became committed in any way and this person hadn't tapped into any kind of emotion. I mean, it could have done, and you could have been thinking, why are they always so practical? Why do they never show affection? And maybe they just had to kind of, you know, tap into that part of themselves, I suppose. But yeah, the Emperor reverse. So understanding, they've been a bit standoffish. They've been, you know, they haven't shown you anything of how they feel. But kind of still showing up in that same way, to be honest. Let's see. Do you know what I feel? It's like I'm seeing an image. They're standing in front of you as the Emperor because it feels safe. They feel in control. They're showing up to you in a way they've showed up in life a million times before. They're not revealing anything that makes them feel vulnerable. Then they leave, or there's this disconnect, and then they're saying, oh, I'm so cross. I didn't represent myself properly. I didn't show you how I really felt. I didn't show you the passion I have. It's like they've taken off their armor now and they're sitting down, kind of regretting it, to be honest. 5 of Wands reverse, yeah, 3 of Swords, 7 of Swords, okay. So there could be a third party, there could be other people here making this person feel upset, really, about the situation, whether the third person's on your side, their side, feeling like there's a situation or a person they have to sneak away from to get back to you. Again, a feeling of distance. So it could be as well, you're not that far apart geographically, but all of your interactions have been very practical or limited in terms of what's been shared because there's a third person. Let's see. Two of Swords reverse, 9 of Swords reverse. So they've seen something. The Hierophant, yeah, Taurus energy here. For some of you, there's a third energy or person, whether it's a spouse, partner, karmic, a job, this could be a religion, the weight of something cultural on them. There's something this person feels they've got to get away from. There's a choice to be made. And it's like they're saying, how do I get away from this and get towards you? Or I'm hearing as well, how do I manipulate this situation to get towards you? And I'm thinking of the 5 of Wands in this deck, which looks like she's playing a game of chess that we had earlier. So for some of you, this is going to be, and I feel you know exactly what this is in most cases, this is going to be something that represents a blockage to the both of you, or it represents an opportunity this person can use to be able to push things forward with you. But they're saying, I've got to be strategic. Like maybe the Hierophant represents a place you both go to, and they're kind of saying, okay, well, if, you know, I can be there when you're there, or if I can rearrange such and such to happen when I know you're going to show up, you know, it's like, it could be something they could use. And in other cases, it could just be something they need to, you know, leave behind to move towards you. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, so it's, again, it could be work, and the Four of Cups reversed on the back. So yeah, for some of you, they're saying, maybe you literally work together, and they're saying, okay, if I can make sure I'm working when you're working, or if I'm in the office when you're in the office, or whatever, I can make this offer to you. And it's a cup, you know, it's emotions here. But it's definitely something they're thinking about. If it's like a third person, a third party, I would say Three of Swords, Seven of Swords, they're not that thrilled to be there, yet it's taking up a lot of their time in the present moment, and their energy and their effort. Okay, let's have a look at the future. So in the present, this person's really thinking about, how do I come back your way, see you again, reconnect with you, speak with you, and this time show more of my true self, my feelings and my passion here, and not be so focused on self-protecting. So it's like in the past, they just didn't realize they had these feelings. Now they've realized and kind of regret how they were showing up, and they're forward planning. So let's have a look at the future. Wow, this person's not going anywhere. However, you know, however long it takes in their mind to speak or to see each other again, that's fine. They're going to hold on to this and anticipate and plan, and they're not going to get bored or disconnect or stop, you know, trying to see you again, basically. Knight of Pentacles reversed, Knight of Swords, Empress. I feel like this person's intentions in the future, the next time they see you, is to reveal everything. This is how I see you. I feel like you're my person. We've got the Emperor and the Empress now. This is what they intend. And again, Knight of Pentacles reversed. Even if it seems like there's no movement for a day, a week, a month, a year, however long it takes in their mind, they're saying, you know, this is my intention. We've got Taurus, we've got Libra here. Queen of Cups, Ace of Swords reversed, Six of Pentacles. I have to say, I think in reality what might happen is they're fully in their feelings now. It seems to me, from the present to the future, their feelings continue to develop. They keep ruminating on them. I think when they show up, rather than being this Knight of Swords who's like, listen to this, I have to tell you everything, they might show up like the Queen of Cups. She's got her head down, you know, like, here's my affection, here's my love, here's how I feel. So I think it's more that it's going to come across in looks, in their gestures, in how they are with you. And it's like they really want you to pick up and see what they're feeling, because with the Ace of Swords reversed, I feel like they're stumped. They don't quite know the words. And it could be Six of Pentacles. They're trying to show you they're more generous with you. What you're giving, they're trying to give back. So let's say you offer a friendly smile, they try and give one back instead of being stoic. Or you, I don't know, touch them on the arm, they try and be, you know, physically affectionate back, or something like that. But the intention is, I need you to know everything. And then when they're there in front of you or speaking with you, it's more of a shy energy, and trying to show you, convey through body language perhaps even, how they feel. I'm really seeing the intention though of not going anywhere. It's like I'm here for as long as it takes. We have Strength reversed, the Chariot reversed, we've got Leo, we've got Cancer. Ten of Wands reversed, Six of Swords reversed. Exactly. I am returning, I will return. You know, however long it takes, this is something I'm going to carry with me. Ten of Wands reversed, you know, that's a burden we're carrying, and it feels like it's ongoing. But I don't think it's a problem to them. It's not like they're saying, oh, this is such a weight to carry. It's just a burden because it's not happening now. They want it to happen now. Six of Swords reversed, and you know, the Chariot. I feel like for some of you, there really is an element of physical movement here. But it doesn't, it doesn't have to just be that. It could be you haven't been speaking, you're going to start speaking again, but in the future this person is making a return. And in their head, they have all of these ideas. I'm going to say this and that and do this. And I think once they show up face to face, on the phone, whatever it is, it's like, I actually don't know how to say all of these things. And they could even feel overwhelmed, because it's one thing to have someone you look at as an empress in your mind and prepare and plan. But when they're in front of you, maybe it's quite overwhelming, Okay, so I'm going to leave this here, but let me know if it resonates. Let me know what you think of the past, present and future format. Yeah, otherwise I hope you're having a good week, and I will see you soon.